oh yeah, and I have met my destiny in quite a similar way. The history book on the shelf is always repeating itself. Waterloo, I was defeated, you won the war. Waterloo, promise to love you forevermore. Waterloo, couldn't escape if I wanted to. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Oh, Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. My, I tried to hold you back, but you were stronger. Oh yeah, and now it seems my only chance is giving up the fight. And how could I ever refuse? I feel like I win when I lose. Waterloo, I was defeated, you won the war. Waterloo, promise to love you forevermore. Waterloo, couldn't escape if I wanted to. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Oh, Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. So why could I ever refuse? I feel like I win when I lose. Waterloo, couldn't escape if I wanted to. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Oh, Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. Oh, Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Oh, Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. There we have it, ABBA's Waterloo, the Eurovision Song Contest winner, 1976 was it? I might have that wrong, to be honest with you, but I know it was definitely a Eurovision song, and a song that keeps getting asked for by members of my ukulele group. When can we do some ABBA songs? Can we do Waterloo? So here we go, let's have a go at it. So what I've done is I've dropped it down to the key of C, just because it's a little bit easier to play on the ukulele. So first of all, I'm going to show you the chords. So like I said, we're in the key of C major. So C major, third finger, third fret, first string. Then we've got a D7. So your third finger stays on the third fret, first string, and your first finger goes across the entire second fret. Then we've got a chord called a G major. First finger, second fret, third string. Second finger, second fret, first string. Third finger, third fret, second string. Then we've got a G7 where you turn that on its head. So now your first finger is on the first fret, second string. Second finger, second fret, third string. And third finger, second fret, first string. Then you've got an E minor 7. So to make this chord into an E minor 7, just lift off your first finger and you've got an E minor 7. So that's second finger, second fret, third string, third finger, second fret, first string. So there's your E minor 7. Next up we've got an A minor, second finger, second fret, fourth string. And then we've got an F major, first finger, first fret, second string, second finger, second fret, fourth string. So as you can see, all the chords are pretty basic ukulele chords. You C, D7, G, G7, A minor and F, E minor 7, dead simple. Just a 2-finger chord. So next we need to have a look at the strumming pattern we're going to be using. So there's one or two bits that kind of punctuate the songs where you might just want to do individual strums. We'll worry about those bits when we get to them. The main strumming pattern is this. Down, what you're doing is starting off with a downstroke, down, and then down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then when you speed it up, feel that we're after. And with it being on the ukulele, what I do, well, quite often with a lot of pop songs, is to just kind of give them a bit more of a swing. So, mama, so you're kind of making it swing a little bit more than dun 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 dun, because the swing style lends itself really well to the uke. So what we're going to start off with is 4 bars on the C major. So here we go. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. My, now we go to the D7. Waterloo, then we go to the G, poleon, then G7, did, surr, and then E minor 7, render, then to G, and then back to the C. Oh yeah! And D7, I have met my, and then to G, desti, G7, E minor 7, quite a G, similar, and then to A minor now. Way, the history book on the shelf is D7, always repeating hits. Now this is the bit where you might want to do individual strums, downstrokes. And always repeating hits, G, say, and then to G7. E minor 7, G. So what you've got there is it's always repeating itself. So you go bum, 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 bum. So individual strokes there. And then we go back into the chorus. So we're back on the C. Waterloo, I was defeated you, and then to F. Won the war, and then to G, Waterloo, promised to love you for, and then back to C, evermore. And then now we're going to go to the G, and what you might want to do here is up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So dun, 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 dun. So it kind of gives you that kind of punctuation that happens at the end of that line. Promise to love you forevermore. So you're on the G, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then back to the C. Waterloo, couldn't escape if I, and now to F, 1 or 2. And then to G, Waterloo, knowing my fate is to, then to C, be with you. Oh, whoa, 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 and then back to G, Waterloo, finally facing my, and then back to C, Waterloo, 2, 3, 4. So you kind of take a 4-bar break there on the C major, and then we're into the next verse. My, I, now to D7, try to hold you, then to G, backwards, G7, you, E minor 7, stronger, G, oh, and then back to C, yeah, and D7, now it seems mine, then to G, only G7, chances, E minor 7, giving G, up the, and then to A minor, fight, and how could I ever refuse? And then to D7, feel like I win when and then we're going to do the G, G7, E minor 7, G, but just downstrokes, one strum on each chord. Lose. So you got your G, G7, E minor 7, G, boom, 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 and then back to your next chorus. So we go back to the C. Waterloo, I was defeated, you. Now to F, won the war. Now to G, Waterloo, promise to love you for. And then back to C, evermore. And now we're going to do the up, down, up, down, up, down, up on the G. And then back to C, Waterloo, goodness skipify. Now to F, 1 or 2. Now to G, Waterloo, knowing my fate is to. And then to C, be with you. Whoa, 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 whoa. And then to G, Waterloo, finally facing my. Then back to C, Waterloo. So now A minor, and you might want to just do one strum on the A minor. So how could I ever refuse? I feel, and then to D7, I feel like I win when and then we go to a G, Loo, and then to G7 this time. So we don't have the full 4 chords in this bit. Feel like I win when I lose. And then you go straight back into the C. So like I say, that bit, you normally go from your G to G7, E minor 7 to G, but it's a kind of shortened bit. That. So it's feel like I win when I lose. And then go back to the C for the final chorus. Waterloo, goodness skipify. Now to F, 1 or 2. Then to G, Waterloo, knowing my fate is to. Back to C, be with you. Whoa, 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 whoa. And then to G, Waterloo, finally facing my. Back to C, Waterloo. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then to G, Waterloo, knowing my fate is to C, be with you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then to G, Waterloo, finally facing my. Back to C, Waterloo. Then G, C. If you want, finish it whichever way you fancy, but I've just sort of tagged it with a finally facing my Waterloo. Boom, boom. So there you go. That's the song in its entirety. Like I say, there's 1 or 2 bits there that you've got to really kind of look out for, and that's the bits where it goes ding, 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 Waterloo. So your G, G7, E minor 7 to G at the end of the verses. So like I say, you might just want to do single strums for those bits. And the bit at the end of the last verse. So how could I ever refuse? I feel like I win when I lose. Waterloo. So by just doing single strums there, it kind of gives you a little bit of dynamic, if you like. It just slows it down just before that last chorus. But if you want to keep strumming throughout those bits, you're more than welcome to do so. This is just my own kind of little arrangement of the song. Okay, so as always, I have printed the song's lyrics and chords in the description, just like that. I always use my own chords and lyrics. So if you want to check them out, just go into the description of this video and you'll find them just there. Here we go then. So shall we give it a go from the top? Why not? Here we go. So we're going to start on the C major, 4-bar intro on the C. And I'm just going to play it a little bit slower now than I did in the introduction to this video, just so you can keep up with me. So we'll slow the tempo down a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. My mind at Waterloo, Napoleon did surrender. Oh yeah, and I have met my destiny. We take a similar way. The history book on the shelf is always repeating itself. Waterloo, I was defeated, you won the war. Waterloo, promise to love you forevermore. Up, down, up, down, up, down, Waterloo. Couldn't escape if I wanted to. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Whoa, 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 Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. 3, 4, my mind, I tried to hold you back, but you were stronger. Oh yeah, and now it seems my only chance is giving up the fight. And how could I ever refuse? I feel like I win when I lose. Waterloo, I was defeated, you won the war. Waterloo, promise to love you forevermore. Up, down, up, down, up, down, Waterloo. Couldn't escape if I wanted to. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Whoa, 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 Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. So how could I ever refuse? I feel like I win when I lose. Waterloo, couldn't escape if I wanted to. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Whoa, 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 Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. Whoa, 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 Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Whoa, 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 Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. And there you have it. What could be simpler, eh? Well, probably a 3-chord song or a 2-chord song, but you know, I've tried to simplify it as much as possible, obviously by putting it in the key of C. And to be honest, for the guys singing, it's a pretty nice key to sing it in, because you're not having to belt it out in a really high-pitched key. So it does work really well in the key of C, and plus it is a lot easier to play in the key of C than in the key of D, which was the original key of the song. But on the ukulele, as we're always in the habit of trying to make things a little bit easier, the key of C does make it easier to play on the uke. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and if you've got any song requests that you'd like me to teach you, just as always, leave me a message in the comment section and I'll get back to you with a tutorial as quickly as possible. Take care for now. All the best.